So today we're going to be looking at how you can create a virtual background utilizing Canva. Thank you, Canva. Canva. Or maybe, why did you give people this off? Now everybody and their mama's going to have freaking flowers and fish floating around in their freaking backdrops. Help us all. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So here we go. I hate it, but I'm going to show you guys how to use it anyway, because you may want to use it in your background. Who knows? You may have diapers and formula and you got their toys are all in the background, or you got diaper bags and okay, maybe you don't have that, but maybe your kids are like running behind you, or kitchen stuff. I don't know. Your husband's like coming in and asking you questions like he does to me on all of my live streams. Because just because I personally don't like something doesn't mean that you all may not want to try it, because it may be something that actually works for you, right? So let's take a look at it. Let's jump into it. Here we go. All right. So first and foremost, what we need to do is I need to share my screen. That's one thing. We are going to go into Canva. So we're here on Canva. I'm already logged in, have my Canva account. So what's really cool about this is you can actually do like the video backgrounds, right? So if I want the world to turn, because we all know how I like the world. I like globes. Like the world turns. This makes me feel like, was it As the World Turns? Did they have something like, maybe they didn't, I don't know. But Apollo 19 or 13, 19, 13. Anyway, this is not geography or astrophysics. Is that what that is when you go into space? Anyway, comment and let me know if that's what it is. So anywho, here we are. You can do a video. You can make yourself look like you're in under the sea, under the sea, if you wanted to do that. Don't use this one. Please just don't. That just look crazy. This one here actually looks okay if you're into this kind of thing, right? Please don't use this either. Don't do that to yourself. This one here actually looks okay. So anyway, we have all of these different options. So something that I would probably use for my business would be something like this, which you would have to pay for. That's why Canva got their nice little watermark on there. Go on, Canva, and you go make sure we pay for that. You go make sure we pay for that one, right? So make sure you pick one that doesn't have a watermark on it, because Canva is going to basically be all up in your video and you don't want that. This one here is actually really slick and nice looking, so I'll probably go ahead and use this one. So let's go ahead and use this one here, and I'm going to download it as a PNG. It's already sized for us, so that's great. Canva's done all the work for us. We're going to download this and we're going to save it onto our computer. Now what we need to do is we actually need to start a Zoom meeting. So we're going to go to open my Zoom up. There we go. All right, so we have our Zoom open. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log in. Click on sign in. I like to sign in with Google. All right, so let's go ahead and assume that we are logged into a meeting already, and now we want to set up a virtual background before our participants join our meeting. So I am going to stop this because I don't want to record this and then have to go in and delete it. Don't be taking up my space, right? So now what we're going to do is go to where our start video is. We're going to go ahead and start the video, and you'll see me in just a second pop up. Here I am, yay! And now we're going to change our virtual background. Choose virtual background. They already have a couple of different virtual backgrounds in here. However, I don't want to use any of these. I want the virtual background I just got from Canva. So I'm going to click on this plus sign. And I'm telling them I have a green screen, but I really don't. So we're going to go ahead and act as though I do have a green screen up. And this works best when you have a green screen. So use that if you have it. I believe that's it. Okay. So here it is. Here is my background. I'm going to take off and tell them, oh, okay, they're saying I must have a green screen. All right, so I don't have a green screen, but it actually works pretty well without the green screen. But I wanted to show you guys this because while, you know, see how some of my stuff is grayed out because I don't have the green screen up. But if I had a green screen, it probably would look a lot slicker. And the reason why I actually do not like the virtual backgrounds is for this reason, right? Look at how my face, and if I were to move this way, let me see, let me try to get it to do it. Look at this. See how Yeah, so you see that? You start to blend in, you start to have these little things on your face. Look, I look like I'm like psychedelic, like, right? I didn't like that. So anyway, those are things that you need to know before you decide you want to do this whole virtual dressing. Now, with that being said, I don't have a green screen up here. It will be less likely that this will happen with an actual green screen up. See how part of my face is gone now? But anyway, this is exactly why, because even with a green screen, it can still kind of do this whole little thing that it's doing now. Keep that in mind when you decide to use a virtual background. And my kids are yelling in the background. This is what happens with the whole everybody's at home while you're recording. But this happens to me on a regular. So if you've watched any of my videos, you probably noticed that I got kids running around screaming in the background. I just keep going with my video. You have to just keep going, keep on pushing. You know, life is life, especially right now in these quarantine times. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. This. Here are a couple of other things that you can do with your virtual background, or something that you should actually look at while you're doing a virtual background, right? One thing you want to keep in mind is you want to enable HD. You could mirror your video, so that means if you wanted to switch the way that your video is showing, you can do that here. Touch up your appearance. I always have it touch up my appearance. Yeah. Especially since I don't wear makeup, I have it just go in and just put a little glow on it, I guess. I guess it does, because when I've gotten on Zooms before, people have gone, oh, you have like, how's your thing so clear? I actually have a Logitech C, what is this thing? You guys are all in my nose, or no? Logitech C something rather. It is on the Digital Leadership Toolkit, so you can go grab that, and you can. I'll put the link to that in the description for the Digital Leaders Toolkit, and you can get a link to the actual camera that I use. Always display a participant's name on video. I have that on because I want people's names to show up when we're on video. Sometimes I have a really bad habit of forgetting someone's name. So that always saves me, because their name's right there and I can just go, oh, Jen, okay, yes. Can you talk a little bit more about that? And it makes it look like I remembered their name, when in actuality their name's right there, so I don't have to remember. So turn off video when joining a meeting. I have that. Make sure you go into your settings and turn that off, so that way you don't join and you're like all in your camera and stuff, and like, oh, especially on your phone. Like, how many times have you been on a Zoom call, or maybe it's just me, and someone has joined and they're like doing this or walking around or something, and they're like, oh, my video's on. And they try to turn it off. Turn this off in advance. That way you don't have to worry about it. You're just going to automatically always show up with your camera off. Another setting that I have is always show video preview dialog. So that means it's going to come up and say, okay, this is what you look like beforehand. I always have that on because I want that on. Hide non-video participants. I feel like if you don't want to be on video, then I'm just not going to show you at all. You know, instead of having like this blank space where, yeah, we're just going to just take it off. You don't want to be on, it's okay, you don't have to. Spotlight my video when speaking. I hate this part. So when someone speaks, it automatically like shoots back and forth. No, just keep it on everybody and let them all speak. Don't keep switching back and forth. That drives me nuts. So as you can see, I have a lot of things that drive me crazy, actually. I don't know, maybe I need to, handle that. But if any of these things are things that you may want to turn on, or you may want to make sure you keep off, because you feel me on this, then you want to go into your video settings and you want to turn all of this stuff either on or off, depending on how you feel about this. But here we are, my friends. This is how you place in a virtual background on your Zoom video. As you can see, I don't have a green screen, so it doesn't look all that, but I can't stand these things anyway. So how you take this thing off, right, is you go in, you go to your virtual settings, and you go to none. And now I am back to my regular old white brick wall. Yay! That I like right now. I can't say I love it, but I like it. It's doing its job at the moment. And then when we go up another level, then of course I'll have a whole studio and be able to have chairs and stuff. But for right now, this is what we're working with. So I'm loving these little brick walls. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. My kids are yelling in the background. Help us all. Digital leaders, get out there. Let's start creating some content. I hope to either meet you in person soon or create content here with you in our digital media space. Your digital friend is out for the day. Wishing wellness in life and in business. Peace.